everybody, what's up? It's me, your host Pittoo, and welcome to the PokePlush Podcast. If you guys don't know, the PokePlush Podcast is a Pokemon plush podcast by a Pokemon plush collector for Pokemon plush collectors. And today we are back. I do want to make a very, very big apology though. It has been a fat long time since I have been here and doing a podcast episode. I just had college start. Baldur's Gate 3 took over my life during my winter break. I'm going to be honest, guys. Those were the main two reasons. And honestly, not a lot of news has happened for Pokemon Center and Pokemon Plushies as a whole. I am so sad that January is kind of that dead day. In general, I feel like it's kind of been dead when it comes to Pokemon content, or at least for the plush variety. However, we do have an episode today that I want to talk about that might not be mainly Pokemon content. It's going to be actually Palworld content. Palworld I'll get talking about later, but I do think it's going to be kind of interesting, and I hope you guys stay with me. I know there's some diehard Pokemon fans that don't like Palworld. I'll be honest, I don't like Palworld very much myself, but it's not for the reasons of gameplay or anything like that. It's just because it's basically blatant plagiarism. But I do think the characters that they were able to make from pre-existing characters is very, very cute, and I want to talk about them, and I want to talk about what kind of Pokemon... Gosh, there I go. Pokemon. What kind of Palworld pals actually would very, very well be made into plushies. That's going to be our main topic. But today, of course, we got to get to the news. Before we get to the news, I do have a question for all of y'all, so feel free to answer it as well. Do you guys like Palworld? I would love to know. And as for my Pokemon plushies that I've gotten since the last episode, it's been a month, but surprisingly, there has not been too many that I've gotten. First off, for Christmas, my girlfriend actually got me I don't believe I've done too many of them. I believe New Year's was my last episode that I did anything for around that. But she got me a plush that didn't come in yet, and it was a reversible, I believe, Tomy Oshawa plush. So it reversed into a Pokeball. He is absolutely adorable, and I love him so much. My mom actually bought me a Squishmallow Piplup that she got for pretty cheap, so that's actually really happy. And for some other I also got a Sobble Build-A-Bear. Sobble Build-A-Bear I got for half off. That's awesome, and I'm super happy with that. But I also moved the plush couch. Anybody watching my content, they know that I have a plush couch. I moved that out, and surprisingly, I haven't sold it yet, so I kind of need to sell that before I get any desks or shelves or anything for my room. So all my plushies are kind of just chilling for now, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, I only got 3 plushies in the past month. That's kind of crazy, but I am happy with that either way. And another thing before we actually get into the plush news I do want to talk about is that I'm going to be doing the show not weekly, because I feel like I was talking about there's just not enough content to do every single week. If I am able to make it every single week, I'll try. However, it's just kind of hard to do that. But the content that I'm going to be doing is going to be bi-weekly from now on. So we have this video, and then in a few weeks we're going to have another video. Super excited for that. But let's move on to finally the plush news.
Breaking news!
Alright, everybody, and welcome to Plush News. Not something crazy has happened this week. In the past month, I'll be honest, there hasn't been too much content that's actually been out for Pokemon plushies as a whole. Very disappointing, but it's whatever. We're going to go through it. First off, in the US Pokemon Center, they have finally released the Mabostiff, Tandemaus, Greavard, and, of course, Clodsire, Comfy Friends plushies. They're going to all be at $35.99. If you don't know, I actually got my Mabostiff on Mega Japan for, I believe, $40, $50, something around there. And honestly, I do still think it was a good idea to do it, just because I knew that it was going to sell out somewhere. They have not sold out yet, surprisingly, but once they do, they're probably never coming back. At least not coming back for a while. So that's really good. I'm very glad we were able to do that. So we got my Mabostiff. Maybe I'll get Greavard in the future, Tandemaus. I feel like that'd be very cute, but we'll see for now. And then if we go to the Mega Japan side of things, we actually have a Palmo, Mr. Mime, and Cofagrigus Hug You plushies. Now, if you don't know, I talked about it a few episodes ago, I believe. They have a new line called Hug You. They are 30-something inches, I believe, long. Very humongous, and they kind of wrap around you. I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. Do you know those towels that a lot of us probably had as we were kids? If you're 20-something like I am, There was these towels that you'd be able to wrap around you, just very cute, like it's kind of hugging you like a character from like Spider-Man or whatever. That's basically what these kind of remind me of. You just kind of hug yourself with them, tie them around your neck, do whatever, and they just kind of chill with you. And I honestly really like these ones. I think they're kind of very expensive because it's like 65 yen, which if you don't know translates to about I think $60 or so for yen. That's a lot for a plush, at least one that I know I'm probably not going to care too much about. I already have a Mr. Mime plush. The only ones I could really see me getting is Palmo or Cofagrigus, but Cofagrigus is probably my favorite one out of the bunch just because I do love me some Unova love. So maybe in the future I'll get one, but for now, I think I'm going to have to stick out of not doing that just because I'm like, oh man, they're still just so expensive. I would love one if I had enough income to actually do that, but at this point, I'm just like, I can't do that. And then another little bit of news that I saw today, I don't know I'm going to be able to put it up, but they recently had a leak that came to Sitting Cuties, Pokemon Fit, whatever you want to call them, for Generation 6. It was actually, I believe, a Mora that got leaked, which it's so fun seeing what Pokemon's going to be the first one to get leaked out of the bunch. I believe Gen 5 had Leavanny, and then now we have a Mora. It's just such random Pokemon, so I'm super happy we're finally getting some links. Hopefully pretty soon we'll get an announcement. I'm really, really hoping because I do need to get me some of these cuties. I really, really want some of these plushies. I don't know even which ones I would want, though. I would probably have to build like my original team. I don't know yet. I'm just kind of trying to figure that out. My question, though, is like, will Greninja get his special form for that region, too? Or what's going to happen there? Because I believe he's like one of the only Pokemon that get like a special form when it comes to this. Like Generations 4 was out before Legends of Arceus came out, and so we weren't able to get the special like Dialga and Palkia. But I do wonder, will we be getting the Ash Greninja form for plushies? I'd love for you guys to let me know if you guys think that'll happen. I would love for it to happen. I'd probably get one, I'll be honest. I'll probably get one if I do, but I don't know. I still don't know what kind of ones that I would want. I'd have to probably get the bug ones. Bug ones sell out so fast. But yeah, we do have that. So we kind of covered the news very fast. Wow, like I said, for this whole month of January, just I do think January in general is just kind of a dead thing when it comes to content. No matter what, it's very, very sad to hear, but it is still just one of the things that you've got to kind of, I don't know, you just kind of live with it. And sadly, we don't have too much going on right now. I would love to maybe in the future start doing some of the like tier rankings for the Sitting Cuties. That would be pretty epic in my opinion. But for now, we just got to talk about, and hopefully Gen 6 comes out soon. But I do think that is kind of it for the PokéPlush news. If there is anything else in the next 2 weeks, I'll probably cover it on that next episode coming out. But for now, I think we're ready to move on to the main topic. And we are here with the main topic. The main topic as well is, like I mentioned earlier, Palworld. What kind of Palworld pals do you think would translate best to plushies? Obviously, a lot of them look like Pokemon, so I'm hoping a lot of them will look nice. Either they look like Pokemon or they look like Overwatch characters, so honestly, they look like they'd be in Minecraft in my win. And we are going to go through. Also, I'm so sorry if you hear me yawning. I am kind of tired from work today. But I'm pulling up right now a complete list of every Palworld. Oh. Okay, a complete list of all the pals in Palworld. Alright, and I'm going to go through. I'm going to try to do this a little bit faster, so maybe we'll be able to get it through in a decent speed. I'm hoping to get this kind of just in the 30-minute, 20-minute mark maybe, just because I don't want this episode to be too long, because it's going to be kind of annoying to edit. But we start off with a Lamball. Lamball, if you don't know, is one of the ones that you kind of see a good amount, and it's honestly one of the ones that I don't think really looks like any certain Pokemon. My only thing by looking at it right now is it kind of looks like Meryl a little bit, but it's also a sheep, so like, it's whatever. And oh my gosh, they have a PAL deck. They got a PAL deck, they have an element, and they got... What? Dude, this is my first time looking at really anything when it comes to Palworld. How are these not just Pokemon? They're definitely just Pokemon. But we have Lamball. It'd be a cute little plushie. It kind of looks pretty simple. I wouldn't really care about it. Cativa, and oh my gosh, that looks like a mix between, what is that? A Purloin and a Jigglypuff. I mean, it's okay. I don't know exactly how I'd rank these. Also, if you want to keep track with me, go to rockpapershotgun.com. They have a whole list of it. I recommend that. Next up, we move to Chickpea. Chickpea is it's basically just a chicken. It just looks like a chicken, I'll be honest. It doesn't look anything interesting at all. Chicken, I mean, yeah, it'd be a cute little chicken plush. Liftmonk, that's a cute little guy. I feel like that'd be very good. Like, the cuter ones are always going to be the ones that are actually smaller. That's how Pokemon really has. But yeah, I think Liftmonk would be pretty cute. Fox Sparks would be a pretty decent one, I think. I'm going to try to rank these just by going off of it. So, actually, let's go through this real quick. Okay, A or S tier, they'd be perfect. A tier, they'd be really good. B is going to be, they'd work, but eh. C tier is going to be not my cup of tea, and then we'll just have D tier be nah. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Lamball. Let's put that in C. Cantiva we'll put in B. We'll have Chickpea go in C. Liftmonk I'm gonna put in B. I do like that one. Fox Park we're gonna put in B as well. Flack just looks like that one like fake starter they had back a while ago that got actually bought out by another company to use. I do really like being a little platypus though. I'm gonna put him in A. I feel like he'd be a very cute plush. Sparkit is going to be. Let's put him in B. I think he'd work good in B. Tansy looks kind of creepy. I'm gonna be honest. When I saw Tansy, I was like, that's not a very good. I'm gonna put it in C. Ruby, it just kind of looks like a ponytail body with like a deerling head, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to put it in D because I don't think that'd very translate very well. Oh my gosh. Pingullet, that's definitely an S tier. I do love me some S tier. Penking, oh, I do like Penking. I'm going to put him in A tier. He does seem very interesting. Joltog, this kind of just looks like an electric style shaman. I don't. I'll put it in B. I'll put it in B tier. A Jolthog's Christ? What? So is that just a blue Jolthog? Okay. I mean, I do like the blue more, so I'm gonna put that in. Put it in B still. Gumas? Oh my god, it's just like a plant. Ditto. They got the Ditto face for it too. What the heck? It is cute though, so I'll put it in B. Vixie's an A. She's adorable. Who Crates? I could see it being a pretty decent plush. I'll put it in B. I do like T-Fant, but also I do like Muna, so that might explain it. I'm gonna put it. Let's put it in S. I do think that'd be a good one. Depresso Expresso. I do like Depresso. I will probably put that in A. Why not? Cremis. Ah, yes. The G-Max Eevee. Very, very cute. I'll put it in A. Daydream. I've seen this before. I'm not really a fan, I'll be honest. It's okay with me. I just don't think it translates very well, so I'm going to put it in C as a plush. Rush Whore. It does not look like it translates very well, so I'm going to throw him in D. Nox is pretty cute. It just kind of looks like another Eevee, though. The element is dark. Like, what? I'm going to put it in A. I do think that'd be pretty cute. Fuddler. He kind of reminds me of Drillbur. He like with just the hands. That just has like I would see a plush of him. So I think I'm going to throw him in B tier. Killamari is so adorable. Oh my gosh. That's absolutely adorable. Whenever I get this game, if I ever get the game, I don't know. Maybe it comes on PlayStation, maybe. I'll put it as I don't know. Let's put it S. I do love my fried squid little guy. And then we have Mao. I do think Mao would be a cute plush, but the size of it and like the skinniness, I don't know how well it'd stand. I'm gonna put it in B. Mao Christ. I'm gonna put that in B. Celery, yeah. I'm gonna put that in A. I do think Celery is pretty cute. Dire How Lycanroc. My Lycanroc plush, I do like it a lot. However, I don't know how well that kind of translates as a plush. I'm gonna put it in B. You could also maybe think of this as like my ranking, but my only thing is like I do like a lot of these. I just don't think they translate very well as plushies. We got Toko Toko, and I'm gonna put him as. Let's put him as C. Floppy, I'm gonna put her as C, but maybe come up. Oh, Mazzarina, that's a cute little cow with Snorlax's face. What? Like, dude, I get you could like put Snorlax's mouth, but you had to do Snorlax's eyes too. What? Whatever. I do think it's adorable though, mainly because it's Snorlax. But I'm gonna put it in A. Bristla, I could see that being a pretty decent plush, especially made by Tomy. Let's put it in B. Oh, Godfin, I've seen this little Toxo wannabe. He is adorable. I'm gonna put him as A. Then we got Hingyu. Ooh, I'm gonna put that in D. I don't think that'd be a good plush. Masanda, that's pretty cute. Little moss panda. I think that's pretty cute. It's original. Like it looks original at least for the most part. I think. I don't think I'd recognize any Pokemon from that. People would probably be like, "Oh, it's obviously a Pancham," but it's just a panda. It's a mossy panda. That's pretty cute. I think that's going to go in A tier. Whoa, they actually. Okay, so Lux makes it electric type. That's pretty cool. A Woolipop. That's pretty cute. It kind of looks like Alcreamy's like body basically, but I'm gonna put that as a B. Keprati, I do like that a lot. I'm gonna put it as B as well though. Melpaka, I like the body and then you get to the legs. I'm gonna put that in D. Oh my gosh, what's this? Ecthrideer? Were they trying to like make it sound like Weird Ear? It doesn't look like Weird Ear, but sounds like it. I'm gonna put. I do really like how pretty this looks. It's a really pretty pal, but I am going to put it. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in B. And of course, they have the ground type version. They have a Nightwing. It looks okay. I'm gonna put it as a C though. Rybunny, I do think that'd be very good as a plush, so I'm gonna put it as A. Incineram, that's actually pretty cool. I do like Incineram. And I'm gonna put it as, I just don't know how well it'd be as a plush. Let's put it in C. Then they have the Noct version as well. Wait, what? It goes from only dark or fire dark to just dark. That's kind of dumb. We got Cinemoth. They don't have a bug type. That's kind of crazy. Surprising considering they have a dark. Cinemoth. I don't know how they would do the wings. Like, I don't really like the Butterfree wings that they usually do for like Sitting Cuties and stuff, so I'm gonna put it as a C. Arsox. I think that'd probably be a C as well, just because it's hard to do the bigger ones as like plushies. I do love Dumud. He is absolutely adorable. It is Sobble and Slowpoke, but I do think it's very adorable. I'm gonna put him as. We gotta put him in S tier. I do love him, so he goes straight up there. Cognito. Ooh, that's actually a really cool thing, and I feel like I can make a decent plushie, just to be kind of hard to stand up. I'm gonna put him in B tier. Leaspunk. I'm gonna put him in C tier when it comes to plush, just because his little legs will make it very hard for him to like really do anything. And then we're gonna go to Lope Moon. And this I'm gonna put as a C tier. I just don't think it'd be a very good plush. Gale Claws. Same with like a lot of the birds. It's kind of hard, hit or miss with like the way they're gonna make their wings go. They're gonna make them flapping, or if they're gonna make them coming inside. I'm gonna put them in the C tier for now. Robin Quill, of course. We got ourselves the Decidueye. I'm gonna put him as. I'm gonna put him as D, I think. He's just too skinny to be a good plush. Gorarat, I feel like that'd be pretty decent. I'm gonna put him in B. Beguard, oh gosh, Beguard is pretty cute, but Like I said, for that, the wings are going to make it hard. I'm going to have to put you in D. They don't have evolutions, I believe, in this game, but man, do they just make the same character twice. Elizabeth. Ooh. I'm trying to think. Same thing. I'm going to have to put in D, I think. Grintail. Let's put him probably in B tier. I feel like he'd be pretty decent as a plush. And then we have Sweet. Oh my gosh, Sweet would be perfect as a plush. And Sweepa. What? Do they not? Are they not the same? Okay. They're not the same. Chillit would be amazing as a plush. Just kind of like Furret. I'm going to put you as S tier, actually. Univolt does look pretty cute. Oh, gosh. But it looks like it wouldn't make a good plush. I want to put it in C tier, I think. Foxicle, same thing. I do think C tier just because it's going to be kind of hard to translate that. Pyron, I'm going to put you as C tier just because it's going to be so hard. Dude, whenever we get to... I'm at like all the weird ones where it's like going to be hard. Raindrix, C tier, dude. Rayhound. Is that Lucario's head? It looks like Lucario's head. Okay. I'm going to put you as C tier as well. Kitsun would actually be a really cool plush, like the Arcanine plush, where they have that big sleeping one. I'm going to put you as possibility. Let's put you as B. Dazzy would be very simple as a plush, but the skinny limbs, I'm probably just going to put him as... I don't know. Let's put him as C. Ah, yes. Echo. Lunaris. I'm going to have to probably put you as... Ooh, I don't know. Put you as C. Even though it's still pretty big, I feel like Dinosaur, the, Lilligant, Gudra, and gosh, Meganium Mixture. I do think it's actually an S tier when it comes to plushies. They also have a Lux version of him too, which makes him an electric type. Surfant would be pretty cool. I'm going to put that as a B tier for possibility. Marinith, that would be a... Oh gosh, I'm going to put that as C tier actually. Digtoise, I'm going to put as A. I do feel like that'd be a pretty good big one. Tombat, oh gosh, that's actually... Is that just... Looks like Sylvester a little bit. I'm going to put him as... Oh man. What should I put you as, little man? I'm going to put you as D tier. Lovander, I'm going to put you as C tier. Flame Bell, that'd be an easy one to make. Instant A tier. Vanraman, oh gosh, same thing. I'm going to put in C tier. Then we got Bushi. That actually might be a little bit better of a plush. I'm going to put that in B tier. Beacon, flying again, C tier. Oh man. Ragnarhawk, I might have to do C tier again. Catris, I know people would love this as a plush, so I'm going to put that as A tier. Wixen, same thing. I'm probably put that as A tier. Verdash, the Cinderace looking Pokemon, or Pal. Oh gosh, just grass Pal, I guess. Man, wow. They just made another Cinderace. I'm gonna put that as C tier. Or actually B tier. I feel like they've made a good Cinderace plush. I feel like they could do that. Violet, the flowers would be really weird. I'm gonna say C tier. Civilix, D tier, honestly. Alfredan, I do feel like that'd be a pretty good Dragon plush Pokemon. And then maybe the only thing that'd be kind of hard is the wings. I'm gonna put that in A tier though. Yeah. Kelpsy, oh my gosh, that'd be an instant S tier. They look adorable. Ozurobe, the superior looking one. I'm gonna put that in C tier. I just with like the parts going around it, it'll be kind of hard. Cryolonyx, I would love a plush like this, but I'm gonna put it in C tier again because I just feel like it'd be hard to make without him having to use his hands. Blaze Howl, that would be very cool, just like the Arcanine. I'm gonna put it in B tier for a possibility. Relaxosaurus, that would definitely, that's an S tier. I feel like that'd be just round enough and like simple enough to be a really good plush. Baron Cherry, there's the Meganium body from the face. Honestly, probably A tier. I feel like it made into a decent. The flowers, I'm gonna put in C tier. Batalia, Probably C tier as well. Reptiro. I'm gonna put in B tier. B tier would probably be best. King Paka. Oh, that'd be a good plush to have. I'm gonna put that in S tier. Memorist. That would also be a really good plush. It's just round enough to where it'd be perfect to make a pretty decent, like just round boy. Put that in A tier. Wumpo would be S tier for sure as well. Such a simple little plush to make. Oh my gosh, Wumpo Botan is also really cool. Warsect is... I'm going to put that in D tier just because it looks too complicated. Sphanglope, also D tier. It just looks too complicated to make it to a plush. Fellball, I'm going to put that in D tier as well. Too complicated. Quilvrin, I'm going to put in B tier because the only thing I could see is possibilities the wings, but also the wings look kind of chunky enough. Blazamut, it looks way too complicated, but I'm going to put it in C tier because I feel like they could pull it off. Helzarif? Fire? Bird. Gotta do D type. Astegon. Another like really, really complicated one. Probably D tier. Menasting. I do like that actually a lot. I'm going to put it in B tier for a possibility. Anubis. Just Anubis. Oh my gosh, just Anubis. Not even like a special name or anything, just Anubis. Lucario has some pretty decent plushies. I'll put an A tier. Gyarados has some decent plushies. I'll put Jormuntide. They also got Ignis version of that. Suzaka. It's just too skinny for me. I'll probably put it in D tier. Grisbolt. Grisbolt would be a very good plushie. They've already made plushies with Grisbolt. I'm going to put that in S tier. Lylene. It's going to be very hard to make it, but I do think they pull it off and make a very beautiful plush. I'm going to put it in B tier. Valorous. Ooh, gotta do D tier. Orzhok is actually really cool. It looks like a Garchomp, but it's still a pretty cool looking thing. I do really like how it looks. I'm going to put it as D tier, though, because I do feel like that's a little too complicated as a plush, but it could be pulled off. Shadowbeak. D tier just because it has Arceus' thing, and that's going to be kind of hard to pull off. Palladius. That's way too complicated. I'm going to put it as D tier. Same thing with a Necromus. We got a Frostallion. I'm going to put it in C tier. I feel like it could possibly be made. Same thing with this Noct form. Jetrogun. I do like that a lot, actually. If they're able to do something cool with the wings, I do think it'd be a pretty good B tier. And I think that's it for the most part, right? Yeah, I guess that was it. Let's see. Ended at 111. Not too bad. Now, like I said in the very beginning, and want to reiterate, this wasn't a ranking between how I feel about them and what they look like and just comparing them. There was a few that I thought were really, really cool looking. However, I just don't think it would translate into a plush very well. So going through that, I don't know. Maybe if I'm not lazy, I'll go through and kind of just go through this and put what I said as like their thing and what I would put them as, and maybe I'll upload it later. But for now, I think that's kind of it for the most part. I don't really have too much to say. Palworld, I'm going to be honest. The only reason I don't like Palworld, I feel like as a concept, it's so good. And I do enjoy like having competition for Pokemon. I loved Yokai Watch when that came out. That was like a really cool thing. I played it a little bit. I enjoyed it. For the most part, I enjoyed it. There's all these like different collecting things. I don't know if Beyblade can be considered a monster collector or Bakugan, but I'm just going to put it in there. Bakugan, I think, would be a little bit easier because it is kind of a monster collector in its own way. But I do feel as if they could be onto the track of doing something really good. Whether or not the people that they have, or the people playing that they have at least, whether that's why they're successful, it's because it's a good game. I'm going to be honest. I feel like majority of those people are either only playing because they have it for free with Xbox, or like Xbox membership thing they purchase, and they just kind of already have that, so they might as well play it. Or they're just kind of doing it despite Pokemon. I do feel like there's a good few bunch of that. And there's definitely players that are playing it just to try it out for sure. People that are playing it and just like, yeah, I'll try it. And then I'll maybe only playing it for a day and they're still counting them. I don't know. But for the $30 purchase, I do think it's kind of sad that for $30 at least. Like, if it was a free-to-play game, I'd be all over it. I don't really care. But the plagiarism, it's super obvious. I've noticed a lot of people are saying the Dragon Quest thing, where it's like Pokemon copy Dragon Quest. There's so many different like Japanese myths and mythology stuff that they obviously captured. The little dragon that looked like Gyarados from Dragon Quest, or I guess that Gyarados looks like, that's from another thing already. It was before that. Dragon Quest didn't make the specific like story about that thing. It just looks like that. And I think they actually had one that looked kind of like Gyarados from this thing as well. It's like a sea serpent. But nobody's mentioned that one because it looks original. It doesn't look like he's trying to really copy anything. The parts that people are actually like having concern about is the fact that it's basically plagiarism when it comes to them taking different parts where honestly it doesn't, even though it's not, I will say this, it's not taking the exact same files of the Pokemon and just kind of making them on there, but they are copying it basically like look for look. Like the Meowth face, the glaring Meowth face, the what's it called, Sobble, Slowpoke, the Snorlax one, they all look the same with the faces. It's just, I don't know, for $30 I feel like it would have been a lot better if all of them were unique and creative. I get some of them may look copies, but whenever you're kind of like kicking multiple Pokemon and just splashing them all together to make something else, I don't know, it's just kind of sad. If anybody wants to hear my thoughts on this, maybe I'll make a video, not on a podcast for it, but I don't know. This is a PokePlush podcast, and we did a whole video just talking about Palworld stuff, so let that be a listen to y'all. But I appreciate you guys watching. I think that's it for the most part. I don't think I really have anything much to say. Like I said, I do maybe want to do an opinion video on Palworld in the future on my actual personal channel, Pittoo, so if you're watching on there, subscribe, and you'll probably see that in the future. But thank you guys for watching. Question of the day for those who have not asked or have not listened, it's going to be, do you guys like Palworld, and would y'all like to see Palworld to do plushies? Honestly, I would love to see some Palworld plushies, especially if they're doing some of the ones that I like. Honestly, some of the ones that I like, I feel aren't very popular, at least. So I am hoping that seeing some popular ones coming in, maybe they'll start doing a whole set. I don't know. Jack Specific would probably be like a really cool set to kind of do that of. So we'll see in the future. But I thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you do the question of the day like I just said. And I will see you guys in a few weeks. In a few weeks, we're actually going to be interviewing somebody. It's going to be a Whatnot seller. I'm going to leave it just for that. But I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.